There are two industries that are not going to fail. One, that thrive on kids. Second, that thrive on sickness. And the two are one. The school industry is never going to starve, and they'll always make very big bucks. What else do you earn for? To pay to the schools. And the hospital industry is always going to prosper, and they'll make very big bucks. What else do you earn for? To pay to the hospitals. You can avoid spending anywhere else, but these two places, you will not only always spend, you will always overspend. Kids' education and health. And it should be obvious to you that both of these have to do with your deepest vrittis. We began this evening talking of what does Prakriti rely on. It relies on continuation of this body and procreation. This body should continue and more bodies should keep coming. So these are also the two ways to loot away your hard-earned money. I recently found out a fully grown-up man's apparels are only as expensive as the apparels of a 2-month-old. If you purchase something for yourself for 2000 rupees and that thing is this big, size 44, rest assured, if you buy something for your infant who is 1 month old, that too will cost equally the same. Look at the margin. And you will not be able to question it. It's a matter of love, you know. Don't you love your child? Can you question the fees that the schools charge you? It's preposterous.
Now it's a matter of pride to say that our kids' fees is higher than your kids.
You are being looted in broad daylight in the name of kids' fees. And you will accept it even if you happen to be the intellectually strongest person in the world. The fellow is IQ 140, emerging from the best institutes of the world, a postgraduate in astrophysics. But the moment he gets a kid, he can be looted in broad daylight and he won't be able to resist it. That's Prakriti. Because he is hitting you where it hurts the most. You might be very, very smart, but you can still be looted because now you have a kid. Same with the doctor. It doesn't matter who you are. If he says 20 lakhs, 20 lakhs is 20 lakhs. You don't argue with him. It's actually not the doctor, it's the hospital. Just as it's not the teacher, it's the school. If the hospital says 20 lakhs, it is 20 lakhs. It's all spiritual, if you can see. This is what tells you how Prakriti fails. Man gets attached to continuation, and in the name of continuation, man is robbed of the precious resources that should have gone towards his liberation. Your precious resources that should have been invested towards your liberation rather go towards your continuation. To hell with such continuation. I don't even have a mediclaim. I have no insurance. I am very clear, the day she comes and says, I have to take you away, I'll say, why wait? I don't even have to pack up. Come, let's go. I'm done. I neither have life insurance nor medical insurance. For my small medical needs, I have enough. And if a giant medical need comes up, I'll not meet that need. I will not allow Prakriti to rob me of my real occupation. My real work is not to save for the furtherance of my physical life. My real work is this. My real work is not to fill and bloat my bank account for the sake of my physical security and physical continuation. My real work is liberation, my liberation, your liberation. I must work for that. Getting it?
There's really no point living on if you're not having an intention.
Wonderful. There is no point living on even for one day more if liberation is no more possible, or if you have no desire for liberation. Then you are needlessly living. Kabir Sahab has put that so succinctly in so many of his verses. जिस घट प्रेम न संचरय सोजन सो तन जान मसान. जिस घट प्रेम न संचरय सो तन जान मसान. जैसे खाल लुहार की सांस लेत बिनु प्राण. If you do not have love for him, then your body is just a graveyard. You are breathing, but you really are not alive. जैसे खाल लुहार की सांस लेत बिनु प्राण. You are breathing, but what's the point in living like this? Because you don't have love. Life should either be a great rhapsody in love, or it is otherwise just a spell of irritating noise. Who wants to tolerate it? There is no valor or pride in continuing to live. Finish off your work and retire. Go away. Go to sleep. There is no great virtue in living for 100 years and living like a maggot. Turtles, crocodiles, they all live longer than men. So what? In general, you eat badly only when food starts becoming too meaningful to you. The body knows its food, does it not? Do you have to teach the cow to take grass and not flesh? Do you see any animal species that needs to be tutored on the topic of food? Monkeys, mosquitoes. They all know the kind of food that is right for them. Why does this question become pertinent for man? Because man identifies himself with just about everything. Man is different from mosquito in the sense that man has a more heightened desire for liberation. So he searches for liberation everywhere. Even in Pani Puri, he searches for liberation. In titillation of taste buds, he assumes liberation. Now if Pani Puri becomes liberation for you, then your kidney will complain. So rather than regulating your food habits, you should rather ask the question, who am I? Once you know that you are the one who can never be satisfied through Pani Puri, you will lose all fascination for Pani Puri. You don't need to be tutored on what to eat and what not to eat. All that is largely useless. Why do you get attracted to mithai or pizza? Please. Why?
Desire.
And desire is really for, and that has to be realized. That which I really want will not come to me through mithai. And then mithai will lose its charm.
That is known, but for now, instant gratification is over.
That you have to remember at that moment. As he said, one has to be constantly reminded. And that is why ing is needed. You have to create mechanisms that will keep constantly reminding you. Have somebody by your side who shouts into your ears right when you are able to, pop in the next puri. This is not that. That's the mantra that you need. What? This is not that. So you will just spoil the body and get nothing in return.